Okay, what's your name and where are you from?
Yeah, I'm Arvin. I'm from China, Shenzhen. Yes, the city that Blodge has been talking about very often recently. Yeah,
Right, the special economic zone.
yeah, special economic zone.
Is it
And
still a special economic zone or not?
yes, it still is, and there has been a few others in the China recently as well, but not. But I think Shenzhen is one of the most successful ones.
So, so when China was still communist, it was very big difference. But what is now the difference?
Yeah, of course.
Is it now still?
In the past 20 years, Shenzhen has changed a lot, and basically, it's from the inside out, it's changed dramatically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
So you have seen kind of this change during your lifetime?
Actually, I was not born and raised in Shenzhen. I just moved to Shenzhen to work just about 3 years ago, and yeah, so I didn't just really to see it for myself. But I've read so many, little articles and other, reports on the Shenzhen saying that it transformed from just a fishing village to a economic, giant city.
Yeah. It's crazy the image Balaji showed of the fishing
Yeah,
huts
yeah.
in the 80s, and then
Right,
now
right,
today
right.
you have the skyscrapers.
Yes, yes. And also, he also shared another video depicting all the skyscrapers in all various cities in China. And to be honest, I myself is amazed by it because some cities I have been there before, like Chongqing, like Chengdu, and I've never been there. But I see the skyscrapers there. They're very amazing. Yeah, they surprised me as well.
Yeah, and it happened very fast in 10,
Yeah.
20 years.
Yeah, so there's a word called the speed, Shenzhen speed, the speed of Shenzhen. So like they can build basically anything in a very fast speed. Such as if you want this shop to be open the next day, they might do it. Yeah. I live in the Yantian district in Shenzhen, and there has been many small shops or the decorations of the cities, and they're just up pretty fast. Like every day I walk out and have a walk with my girlfriend Chuan, and we will see, there's a new shop or there's a new something there and there. So it's really amazing.
What is what is it? Because is it the work ethic or is it something just more efficient?
I think it's just more efficient, and everyone in Shenzhen they want to do things fast, and they're very I don't know, workaholic. Yeah, I think this is a big the cultural difference between Shenzhen and other cities. I think I've been in Shanghai for 4 years, and the culture of Shanghai and Shenzhen are very different.
Okay.
When you step on the metro, you can immediately tell which city you're in by the clothes and people's behaviors. And if you see that people are wearing shorts and very simple clothes, you can see, this might be Shenzhen. But if you see fancy and chic clothes, that might be Shanghai.
Right.
Yeah.
It's interesting. So what is a normal work day, would you say, in
Normal
Shenzhen?
workday in Shenzhen, I think it's pretty much the same as other cities, I'd say. You like the big internet companies, you go there and work and check in at 10 o'clock in the morning, and you might check out at 10 p.m. in the evening, I think.
Right.
Yeah, I've never been in the big tech companies before, but I've heard that it's the regular, routine of them.
Very good. That's a long work day for sure. What are you working on now? You are now obviously here in Malaysia for 3 months.
So I've been just like I've mentioned before, I've been working on some hackathon projects with Chuan, and we won just the finalist in a recent one, the ETH Kuala Lumpur hackathon.
That's nice. You are both traveling together to these hackathons and
Yeah,
go
sure.
together.
So last weekend we decided, there's not so many events happening here, and why don't we just go to ETH Kuala Lumpur and attend this hackathon?
Yeah.
And we just build this on-chain game into basically just one day, and we publish it and we submit the hackathon, and we won the finalists. And apart from the hackathon, I'm working on a DID project, which is decentralized identity, and we are trying to provide ID solutions for communities just like in our school, and we are trying to enable everyone to have a secure identity, and this identity can help him record his lifelong, activities, achievements on chain, and you can have access to, nowadays the co-working space, they want to have a NFT-gated stuff, and we can do that as well. Yeah. So that's basically two things I'm doing.
Identity on chain.
Yeah, identity on chain, right.
What is the business model there? Is it a business model for you?
Business
or is
model?
It an open source thing you let out into the world?
Yeah, our project is open source as well, and it's basically just you pay for your identity and you renew it every year. And for the other part, we're doing the project as like a public goods service model.
Yes.
And
is it similar to ETH names, the ends?
Yes, for the identity part, it's basically the same business model, but we have other identity solutions. Yeah.
Right. So what is the difference to ENS?
Yeah. So I think the biggest difference is that we are trying to build. We have a whole new vision about the identity on chain, and such as we want to use like a tag, community tag, to get everyone together under the same. So if we are here at a network school, we love the idea of network state, and we might just tag us on the social media. Oh, I want to add this hashtag network school, or others for effective accelerism, and they might add a EAC behind their Twitter name. So we like to convert that into a systematical approach and get everyone to be able to declare his like a tribe. So you see, the social media should be tribes. We have different beliefs, we have different communities, and how do we identify each other as a tribe member, as a community member? So that's one of the products we're trying to build.
So how would you do that? Would you have the EAC NFT on your profile, or is it?
Yeah,
how does it work?
So for the tech part, is most likely just the standard ERC 721, but we want to make that community tag to be able to be attached to different kind of identifiers, such as, oh, you're logging as Web2 methods, you're logging as Google ID or Apple ID, you can get the community tag as well. So because you see that people come here, network school, people are from a variety of backgrounds. So maybe I have a wallet address and you don't have a wallet address, or someone has another account ID, and all of us can just get this community ID.
Right. No matter what you use.
What identifier they're using.
Right. So you can have multi ways of identifying yourself.
And so just like Blaj has said, he wants to make like forecasters, the cloud formation of everyone. Make a picture of that, and they have a dot, they have lines, and make line connecting everyone together. But we think that, just like he said before, social media should be tribes. And so we're trying to use community tag and our whole new identity solution procedures to make everyone together under one tribe, one commandant.
Do you see Warpcast like part of that? Your solution would be used on Warpcast somehow?
Warpcast? Yeah.
Or Forecaster, just the system.
Forecaster. The FID, we can basically just use the FID as identifier, and we can attach the community tag behind it as well.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. If I'm jumping, what do you think about this idea that we are trying here now with the network school, 150 people coming together for a short period of time? What has been your first impressions?
Impressions?
Yeah.
I think it's like a giant social, experiment. Yeah. And I think, the fact that we are all gathered because the call of Blaj, I think is the most important part, because Blaj has represented many ideologies and many, tech things that we believe in. So let's build a fundamental, beliefs that we all believe in. And so that being said, we come here, we don't have to explain to you, what is ESCC means, what does ESCC mean, what's ETH, or whatever it is, and what's your view on stuff. But we're here because of Blaj, and so there is a fundamental belief here. And what's fascinating for me is like, let's see what this group of people can do in 3 months, and what we can do because of this cause beyond the 3 months time elapsed.
Yes,
Yeah.
since everyone is on the same page
Yeah, everyone is on the same page.
from the start.
Yes.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Which part of Balaji's like idea, cloud is most interesting to you? What
Yeah.
part of it?
I think the most interesting part for me is that we can just put this cloud formation into reality. We are here because of Balaji. That's like a cloud formation we're having here. And so, yeah, we have this kind of cloud formations. We have Zuzalu, but there are many things undone. You know, just like Vitalik shared in his presentation, we have a membership not solved, we have governance not solved, and I love to see these problems being solved or have the one solution proposed at here in our school. That's the thing that
Solution for this kind of cloud formation in real life.
yes, these things that weren't solved in the previous attempts.
Yes.
Like in Zuzalu.
Yes, and the previous attempts have all been quite short.
Yeah.
It's either they have been few people or they have been short.
Right. Right.
So yeah, what is maybe some of the problems that need solutions right now? What do you see is
Solutions? I think right now, I think the communities or the staffs or of the team, they're kind of being stuck in their some affairs, and I think there is a little disconnection or between us and the staff.
Yeah.
Because I see there are many people submitting their boundaries, but few get the replies from the NS team, and many people are proposing new renovation plans for Discord, for the community.
Yeah.
And few get the replies from the NS team. But I know I appreciate their work, and I know they might be doing some report and stuff. But I'd love to hear more from the NS team and maybe get the replies from them for all the people's work.
And that's a fundamental issue. If this grows to more people,
Yeah.
the core team cannot scale.
Right.
Even at this stage, they are having a lot to do.
Yes.
And many people's requests. So that's for sure
Yes.
a big thing to figure out.
Right.
Like how you get. I don't know what the solution is actually. Is it decentralized, maybe more allowing people to do?
Yeah.
Instead of having to go to this small group of people who are the organizing team.
Right. I think the trickiest part here is that how do you allow decentralized and permissionless work to be done without harming, the core beliefs we have here, and ensuring, ensuring everything is aligned with our school's, beliefs and commandant. Yes, there.
Yes, that's the core issue.
Yeah.
Because I believe that everyone should be able to try and be permissionless. Try if you want to.
Yeah.
I don't know, create the new, whatever it is. Yes. But at the same time, if it's not aligned with this specific pop-up city or network state,
right,
you should not do it here. You could find your own.
Yeah, find your own.
Or find a place that is more aligned.
Right.
But it cannot be the core team who goes around and checks everything.
Yes.
Because that doesn't scale. So
it doesn't scale. Yes.
Maybe that the community itself can sort of crowdsource. Is this?
Right.
It's a difficult question for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And a good point.
Yeah, beyond that we can, discuss some real problems like the membership. You see, we have the ban here, but this is not a practical solution for the membership here because it doesn't stand anything and it's easily hackable. This ban, identifying everyone as the admins of the NS. Yeah, so that's
it's easily hackable.
Yeah, that we come to the practical, issues, and also the governance and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yep. It's a progress, I suppose.
We're making progress. We're
innovating all the time.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Balaji is very positive in sense of China, that it's growing and it's out competing, but he's also sometimes
Mm,
critical of the authoritarian regime.
Right.
How do you feel about that?
I think we can separate that thing to two things. One is like the hardworking people and the business growing there, and
Yeah.
that's what makes the Chinese stronger and stronger.
Yeah.
And for the economic part, that's what amazes people. And I think the reason why he wants to emphasize this is because, we're far away from each other. You're from Finland, some
Yeah.
from the North America, and some from other places in the world. And many people may have not been in China recently, but China has, changed drastically in the recent years. And
Yes.
yes, I think that's the reason why he wants to show the real China to the people and understand it from that perspective.
And that's a good point, that the real China is maybe regardless of the regime or regardless
Right.
of, it's more the businesses and the hardworking people who has,
Right.
and that doesn't matter really, the rest.
Right.
What is, since you are obviously into the crypto space, what do you think about Ethereum and many other chains and these layer 2s from an investment perspective?
Investment perspective?
Do you feel like they as networks are valued correctly at the moment? Ethereum is several, I don't know what the market cap is, many billions at this point.
Yeah, I think different chains, they have different purposes, such as just a day before Uniswap announced their own chain, I think it's called Unichain, and so I think different chains support different purposes, it's different usage, but everyone is like promoting the same ideology that we want this thing to be decentralized and a blockchain.
Yes.
So I think just like the Starknet is focusing on the ZK part of stuff, but I think all the chains are just innovating in different directions, and
So you see this kind of multi-chain world.
Yeah.
And with some interaction between chains, these bridges.
Right.
And that is where we are headed.
Right.
As long as the chains are decentralized, I feel,
Yes.
then I'm fine with that. But if you create your own chain, yes, we have, and then it is not decentralized.
Yes.
Then it is missing the point, because then you can sort of influence the power.
Right.
It's that is the core issue. Okay, but that's a diplomatic answer. You don't have to answer that.
Right.
Because that is fundamentally the issue that you have. We are going from Ethereum, Bitcoin, these big chains, and if we are going into more multi-chain, more layer 2s, then the value will be spread out more instead of being in one chain, everything.
Of course.
So with that sentiment, kinda, it's bearish on ETH.
Yeah.
What do you do for fun? What is something you enjoy?
Do for fun?
Yeah.
I think just going outside. I think the two things that makes me very happy. One is going out with Tuan, my girlfriend, and just exploring the surroundings, explore every place we are in. And next is playing console games like PlayStation games.
Nice.
And I think just to be cut off from the rest of the world and just immersing one story and one, exciting, experience with the characters I love. That's something that I love.
That's beautiful. What is some of your favorite games?
Favorite games? Death Stranding.
What game is
Death
that?
Stranding. It's a game from Hideo Kojima, a Japanese game studio producer. And I really love it. And I'm planning on making like a sharing session on it, because I think Death Stranding is like describing the world we live in. You see? Yeah. Because the protagonist called Sam Porter Bridges, and I think I'm somehow trying to, to do some of his works in real life. So Sam Porter Bridges, Porter means he's carrying things around and connecting every people, and so also the bridges means bridging everyone from the, disconnected nodes into connected nodes. Yeah. The whole story, the whole gameplay is like connecting different, disconnected nodes of the United Continents, I think, of America into a whole place.
How does this reflect our reality today?
I think you see now, just like the image that Vlad showed, the blue part and the red part, they're separated and not all are united. But
Yeah.
I think the humans should be united, and so that way we have, better results and we have greater strengths in doing things. And I just think we should be more connected than now. And and there are several other things you see. In China, I think many young people, they are being like atomic people, you know. They are isolated from the others, and they may have these kind of or that kind of psychological issues. I think we need to make the whole society more connected and less isolated, and
Yeah.
then we can, move towards a better future, I suppose.
No, I agree. We are for sure much more alone in today's
Yeah.
society. Everyone is
Yeah.
in their own apartment with their own screen, and we don't
Yeah.
interact on a
Yes.
human level,
Right.
which is fundamentally what makes humanity great.
Yeah, you see, we spend most of the time. I think for most people, they spend most of their times on, screens and less time with the people just interacting in the real life. I think that's wrong, and I think we should be interacting in face to face. And just like Balaji said, you see 1,000 people online, but 1,000 people online may seem nothing to you, but 1,000 people offline, that's a huge amount of people. Yeah.
That's 1,000 people will change the world
Yeah.
essentially if you have
Yeah.
if they are
Right.
aligned and connected.
Right.
Yeah, the internet is weird in that sense that
Yes.
numbers don't make sense in internet.
Yeah.
We cannot fathom how much a million is or 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's fun. So this game it's a single player game, and you
Single player game. But you know what's the interesting part? It utilizes a technology called asynchronous multiplayer.
Yeah.
So I'm a porter. I'm a porter means I have to carry things around. And when I carry things around, the world is destroyed world. There have been things like the nuclear bomb and everything. Just there's no skyscrapers. They're just natural mountains and
Yeah.
rivers. You have to cross all these kind of obstacles. And how do you cross those obstacles? You have to use like ladders and ropes.
Yeah.
And those ropes, those facilities can be constructed by other player.
So you can help each other.
You can interact with them. Yeah, so that's that way we promote collaboration within the game.
That's
so
nice.
I'm trying to climb onto this one, and I put a ladder here. And in another player's world, there might be a ladder made by me, and my ladder could help him in climbing this mountain.
That's
Yeah.
nice actually. You
Yeah.
get some sort of
Yeah,
collaboration.
right.
Well, this network school in itself is more a connected world.
Yes.
We are now connected in real life for a moment,
Right,
which we would never otherwise be if it weren't for
right.
the internet.
Yes, I think that's why cloud formation and moving it offline is that very important, and that's why I love, network school and just being able to get that cloud formation offline.
Hey man,
Yeah.
are you online anywhere? Where can people find you if they are?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter or X. My hashtag is my handle is Arvin@wild because I love to be out in the nature. So
Nice.
that's Arvin@wild.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, man. This was fun.
Yeah. Okay.
I enjoyed it.